Just got through looking at my credentials for the upcoming Lomachenko fight. I got approved for that fight. Shout out to Top Rank for always looking out for me. Can't say that for the other people, but it is what it is. But I told y'all I was gonna be back because I'm ready to cook tonight. Because, like I said, I see the Errol Spence coat is coming out of their caves and whatever rocks they was hiding under, and I'm about to shed some light on something, and I'm about to come with some facts. I'm about to. I'm ready to. I'm ready to drop the mic on these cornballs again because you know what's finna happen, you guys. Just, just, just listen. Don't troll. Don't say nothing. The Errol Spence Brigade is getting their lives together. They finna start, having streams, making up stuff. And I'm gonna tell you why this move, what Bud did, is pretty genius. And I'm gonna break it down for y'all. And I'm gonna make these clowns look stupid once again because they getting their lives together. And by the way, and basically, I'm about to expose these fake pro-black Negroes once again because I'm gonna come with some information. Because I like, you know what I'm saying? I like doing this to these dudes because at the end of the day, they fake. They fake. They phonies. They talk all this black stuff, and then they're not for black people. They're for themselves. They'll be pro-black as if a boxer is giving them access. One thing about me, y'all notice I've been consistent. I've came with nothing but facts, came with nothing but truth. At the end of the day, the PBC and Errol Spence been jerking Terrence Crawford around for a while. They had ample opportunity to get a fight made. They could have started negotiating right after Terrence Crawford defeated Sean Porter and had a deal in place and could have announced the fight and a fight date right after Errol Spence defeated Ugas. But they dragged their feet. Showtime, Errol Spence, Steven Espinosa, because they was trying to devalue Terrence Crawford. And then you had the fake pro-black power to the people agenda pushing so-called black media trying to destroy Terrence Crawford's name just to boost up Errol Spence and make Errol Spence look like some kind of, you know what I'm saying, some, some kind of martyr or something, which that's far from the truth. One thing about me, I've never got personal with Errol Spence like how some of these people got personal with Terrence Crawford. And I don't care what Bomac said or none of that stuff because at the end of the day, it didn't come out of Terrence Crawford's mouth. Terrence Crawford never called Errol Spence a sellout and all that kind of stuff like they was trying to imply and talking about he had a concentration camp well, it appears he had Errol Spence seems to be at a concentration camp himself because he can't make no moves without the approval of Big Al. And then Big Al refuses to even acknowledge media, in particularly black media, won't make himself available. But then you got all these dudes always defending a dude who don't give a damn about them. Now, let's just go back in time. Told y'all this was going to happen. All this stuff about, of course, I'm going to take the easy route and all this stuff. When I get all the belts, I'm going to fight you and all this kind of stuff. That man had no intentions on fighting Terrence Crawford. Then you hearing him tweet. It's funny, all of a sudden he started tweeting because he already knew Terrence Crawford was going to take another fight. That's why he started saying, oh, well, he been stalling. I could have fought in November. Y'all don't even got no network. See, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret before some of y'all go to some of these lying ass content creators that don't cover fights. My correspondent that I sent, shout out to Kobe. I'm not gonna say who the fighters was, but see, I knew this information anyway. Do you know those PBC fighters don't even know when they fighting, who they fighting, and what network they gonna be fighting on? Why you think Floyd Mayweather fighting on DAZN? Because after January, they may not be a Showtime PBC deal. Now, what's they're trying to do, Steven Espinosa, that's my guy. He's trying to sign some of these fighters allegedly to individual contracts where they just have feature bouts, which I think is smart. The Fox deal ends soon, and the Showtime deal ends in January. And if there is a fight on February the 5th, it's going to be Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman at possibly 154, because Errol Spence already talked about that he been fighting at this weight for 10 years. Like I said, they was going to fight Keith Thurman all along. All this was a stall tactic. And what is Terrence Crawford supposed to do? He's supposed to wait for Errol Spence and Al Heyman to decide what they want to do. They've done nothing but disrespect this man. And Terrence Crawford issued a statement to Errol Spence's save face statement. He agreed to everything they asked for. And he told them that if they didn't have a deal done at a certain amount of time, he was going to take a fight in December. So they already knew this. Now, keep in mind, see how these dudes disregard what certain people say. And it was already reported last week that Floyd Mayweather said that there wasn't going to be no fight in November. And he explained the same thing that I explained to y'all, why it wasn't going to be no fight, that you need at least 8 weeks to basically promote this fight. And I told you wasn't going to be no November 19th date. Floyd Mayweather said if and when this fight happens, it'll be further down the line. But, you know, the Errol Spence fanatics seem to always get extra earwax in their ears because they don't want to hear certain things. They only listen to certain things. They ain't been listening. They seem to draw a blank. Or they just choose to ignore certain things, certain facts that was put out. Like I said, Keith Thurman already had said that he was told he was going to be fighting Errol Spence. Tim Smith said earlier this year that they didn't know if they was going to have the revenue to pay Terrence Crawford what he was seeking. Now, I'm going to get to Terrence Crawford's deal, his fight deal, and why it was a smart deal. And I'm finna make these pro-black dudes look stupid. Y'all can't mess with me. And I see y'all can't mess with me. I've been right all along. And that's why I'm on the island by myself. Terrence Duck Crawford. Bro, get your ass out of here. Hey, get rid of this dude named, I get rid of him. We're not doing this today. Let me get rid of this dude. Now, not gonna be, yeah. So go troll somewhere else, cornball. You could just listen. We're not doing that today. Terrence Crawford didn't remotely duck Errol Spence. Not even close. I mean, look, let's just go over everything. Like I said before. Let's go over everything for real. Errol Spence showed every sign that he wasn't trying to fight Terrence Crawford. Like I said, the man wouldn't even let him get in the ring when he came to Dallas. Like I said, but he let Manny Pacquiao get in there. He asked why was Terrence Crawford there. And then when Terrence Crawford defeated Sean Porter, stopped him, something Errol Spence couldn't do, he ran out of there. Had a chance to confront Terrence Crawford, didn't do it. Then he tweets. Oh, I wasn't impressed. Well, why didn't you tell Terrence Crawford you wasn't impressed? Why wouldn't you get your ass up in the ring and say, let's make the fight? This was back in November. But then after you beat Ugas, now you talking about you want the belt. You should have said after my next fight, I'm coming for you. Why didn't he let Terrence Crawford get in the ring? Like I said, he let the Asian get in there, or the Pacific Islander, but didn't want the brother to get up in the ring. But y'all talk all this pro-black stuff, and y'all try to make him look like he Errol Sadat X, praise be Allah, like he Marcus Garvey or something. They've been pulling this man's chain for the longest. The disrespect they done shown Terrence Crawford is absurd. And now all of a sudden it's a duck because these cornballs say something. These dudes are full of it. And I'm finna blow their asses out the water. Oh, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. You notice he started calling himself the Big Fish instead of Errol the Truth Spence, because him and Al Heyman didn't seem to know how to find the truth. They had plenty of chances to make this fight. Terrence Crawford said he had been talking steadily to the PBC and Al Heyman since June. So, July, August, September, October, 5 months, and you still couldn't find no common ground. Because see what it was, they didn't think Terrence Crawford, they threw every obstacle in the way that they can think of. And Errol Spence gave you clues that he wasn't going to fight Terrence Crawford. He was the one that tweeted, oh, I've been told my next fight going to be in Dallas. Oh, you mean Keith Thurman in Dallas? Because we know Terrence Crawford ain't coming to Dallas to fight you. See, this is stuff that came out of Errol Spence's mouth. This was the stuff that he tweeted. Oh, don't you remember? Now all of a sudden they revised the contract. Ironic. They said they revised the contract the day Terrence Crawford announced that he decided to take another fight. I mean, the man ain't fought in a year. So all of a sudden, Errol Spence, who been quiet since Mike Coppinger appeared on Max on Boxing. Where was Errol Spence Twitter hands when Mike Coppinger said that about Terrence Crawford asking to see the books? Where was all this he don't want the fight stuff then? I mean, he responded to everything else. So where was he at then? Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And like I said, people get mad at me because I'm relaying this information. Well, you know what? The PBC need to fly right, and they need to stop lying. Because like I say, they own people that's leaking out information. People that's on their payroll. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at them because they know the truth. So I'm just saying, this was all the stuff that came out of Errol Spence's mouth. What happened to that? What happened to that contract that they supposed to have signed in July? That's supposed to came out of Errol Spence's mouth, and the Errol Spence Brigade was putting these videos out, these shame Terrence Crawford videos. Then come to find out it wasn't no damn contract. I like doing this to y'all. I like doing this to y'all because it's fun. I like making fools out of, not y'all, But to the people that listen to my videos now, we all know that Errol Spence got some of his cronies spying on my channel and flagging my videos every time I make a video going in on the PBC. And to be honest with you, I done been very respectful of Errol Spence. I ain't called that man out his name like other people that did. But I have called out Errol Spence's inconsistency. I've invited Errol Spence on here. Errol Spence is more than welcome to come on here and explain his side of the story. He didn't try to debunk none of that stuff that Mike Coppinger said to Max Kellerman. Why didn't he try to debunk it? And then you have the fanboys sitting up asking, well, who is Terrence Crawford to ask to see the books? What's wrong with asking to see the books? I just did my union contract with my job. You know what I'm saying? They let us see what they was making. And I didn't even know that. So they gave us an idea. They gave us some paperwork of what they supposed to make and what they was projected to make. So that's not out of the normal. So you know what I'm saying? That's not out of the normal. But at the end of the day, these are the same people that was saying that Terrence Crawford should have been more business savvy with Bob Arum. But see, here's the thing. When he was with Bob Arum, whether you like it or not, he got his money. He got his money. And all this stuff about, man, I'm going to break down this fight that he putting together in Omaha. Because I'm really finna make these clowns look stupid. I'm finna make them look stupid and why what Terrence Crawford did was a G move. And then I'm finna shut the pro-black brigade down once and for all. I'm finna shut y'all asses up too. Because I've been waiting for this. Like I told you, I'll stand on an island of my own. Like I said before, I don't answer to nobody. I don't check in with nobody. Because like I said before, it is what it is, man. I'm not worried about nobody not liking me because I wouldn't suck up to Errol Spence like they wanted me to. No, I don't care about that. And like I said before, y'all already understand. I built my channel on my own. No kissing ass. No, you know what I'm saying? Not doing too many guest spots. No trolling. None of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when I first got on here, I didn't know what trolling was, but then I could, you know what I'm saying? I backed away from that. You know. But like I said, I've been consistent the whole time. Like I said, them dudes treated Bud like a stepchild, man. Thought, like, you know what I'm saying? Thought Bud was supposed to be sitting around just waiting for them to decide what they want to do. And they was trying to purposely age Terrence Crawford out. Like I said, they wanted the Keith Thurman fight all along. They ain't even gonna fight Boots. They not finna fight Boots next. Cause that's supposed to be, it's supposed to be either Keith Thurman or Boots. First of all, and I hate to say this, Boots ain't up there yet. He's up and coming, but at the end of the day, he's still a little green. You know, he not there yet. He need a few more fights. He need to get up there. He need to build his name. He need to build his resume. He's not, it's a high, you know what I'm saying? High risk, low reward. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just keeping it a buck. Boots is relatively unknown. Good fighter though, but relative. Oh, appreciate the super chat. Oh, I'm like I said, I'm gonna break down that. I'm gonna break down Bud finna make a killing off this fight, and then he finna make a killing. I'm just saving that for later because I'm letting it sink in though because I know these dudes. I know these Errol Spence fanboys is like I said. I'm blowing them out the water. Let me tell you something. Errol Spence got some of his cronies or some of his fanboys. What they do every time I make a video, like I said before, because I'm airing their asses out. They make a video, they flag the video. Now y'all know that I don't be doing no extreme cussing on none of my streams. So they'll flag it for something. So basically when they flag it, they'll just make up something. Even they'll make up something. And then when I'm done with the stream, I can't instantly monetize it. So I have to appeal it. And then it could take anywhere from 2 to 3 days. Most of the time I win the appeals and they get monetized, but you don't get back pay for, I can get like 600-700 views, but I don't get no back pay. It basically starts the moment that they, say is eligible for monetization. So I lose a couple of dollars. So that's your black people for you. That's your black people for you. That's your community for you. That's your so-called black community for you. The community that I'm always fighting for and defend. But they get mad and they want to hate on other black men because they won't suck up to their favorite guy. But like I said, this real talk, this division, like I said, been caused by Errol Spence fanboys. But they say they so pro-black with their non-black wives, but they went out of their way to tear down and personally attack another black man, Terrence Crawford, who is married to a black woman. And has 6 kids by her. But he's such a sellout. He's such a coon. And anybody that support Terrence Crawford is a coon. Like some of these dudes have tried to portray me as a coon when they the real coons. Y'all the real, and I want y'all to know that y'all the real coons. You been the real coons. Dudes like Barber whole conversation and a couple of other people who then went out of their way to try to destroy Terrence Crawford's reputation and his image because he wouldn't do a damn interview with him. But that's your black community for you. But that's your black people for you. But we constantly talking about what the man is doing to us, but then we self-implode within our own community. This should have been a fight that we were supposed to be celebrating. This was for the culture. This was for our community. This was for black people. But you had dudes who took it personal, who tried to attack a boxer and attack anybody that was a fan of another boxer just because they, like I said, I was fans of both of them. So I'm just keeping it a buck. But this is your black people for you though. This is your black people for you. And in a couple of hours or maybe in an hour, you're going to see, you already know these content creators that's going to be sitting up here lying as usual, putting out false information, trying to play spin doctor, trying to make it look like Terrence Crawford ducked Errol Spence when that man that went beyond the call of duty to try to make this fight happen. Like I said, all of a sudden, Errol Spence, now all of a sudden, his Twitter fingers can work. His social media fingers can work now and say, oh, dude been stalling. I could have fought in November. Well, what dude was stalling? Who you talking about? Keith Thurman or Errol's or Terrence Crawford? What? You didn't even say a specific name. Like, who you talking about, homeboy? But that's what they do, though. That's what they do. Like I said, PBC, they don't even have a network because here's the thing. They didn't burnt a lot of bridges because one, they didn't want to make certain fights. And then they had set and even when they had the opportunity to make the fight the first time around, even when opportunity presented itself again, they still refused to make certain fights. They didn't put in enough effort to try to make. They didn't try to put in enough effort to try to make Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. We can holler about whether Anthony Joshua was scared or whatever the case may be. The funny thing is, once again, Al Heyman let himself get finessed by Eddie Hearn. And I'm gonna just say I'm gonna just keep it a buck. What was the use of Terrence Crawford leaving Top Rank knowing that he wasn't gonna get the fight, knowing that we still ain't got this fight? But keep in mind, all these dudes, from the least attorney to a couple of other people, other couple of cornballs on here, screaming Jay Hawking ass dudes on here who are always screaming on their channel for no apparent reason. Couple of other people on here, dudes pretending that, followers, following other people's lead, people that's sitting up here trying to pretend like they know what they talking about pertaining to boxing is just as clueless as I don't know what, more clueless than Alicia Silverstone. I mean, come on, for real. And y'all listen to these dudes. Tell me anybody that's been following my channel since the whole discussion of Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence began that I've told y'all a lot that I haven't been consistent. Tell me that. Tell me that. Like I said, a lot of these dudes was just salty because I wouldn't follow their script. And that's what they pissed off about. They just mad because I wouldn't comply. They just mad because I wouldn't listen to them. They was mad because they couldn't control what I said. They was mad that I wasn't clicking up. They was mad because I had my own mind. But I was consistent. I stayed consistent. Stayed consistent. Stayed putting out facts. But these dudes that had a big following, that had more subscribers, they knew they could manipulate people. It's just like that. It's just like that pastor. These dudes are just like some of these bootleg preachers. They preach a good game, but they don't follow the game. They don't for real, and that's all that was going on. Dudes that had a big following, they knew they could manipulate people. But now, at the end of the day, it's going to always be some naive people that ain't going to want to see what's going on. But it's right before your eyes. All the evidence has been presented to you who is the reason this fight didn't happen. It's been right in your face. It's been looking y'all right in y'all face. Look at the history. It's a video trail. It's a paper trail from the PBC, how they've been moving, from how Errol Spence been moving. And like I said, I know his fans is hurting. I know they trying to salvage his reputation. But like I said before, you guys, you had something to say yesterday, finally, but you didn't have nothing to say with Mike Carpenter and Max Kellerman was talking. Where was you at then? Like I said, don't act like you didn't see that video. Somebody sent it to you, or you watch videos, about people discussing it. Because like I said, you can comment on other stuff. Like I said before, these dudes gonna sit up here and start making up lies. You're gonna start seeing the first set of channels and streams line. But they busted. I think they didn't think in a million years Terrence Crawford was going to say, all right, I'll take less money. Because, see, they wanted to say, Terrence Crawford is being greedy and all this stuff, and he need to take what we give him. So Terrence Crawford was like, oh, okay, I'll take less money. Then something still happened. Terrence Crawford said from the gate he didn't want to really be tied down to a long-term deal. He said, okay, I'll take the fight. I'll take less money. But if I win and we do a rematch, I get the lion's share. But let's talk about this deal that Terrence Crawford got. Terrence Crawford is, from what I've been told straight from the horse's mouth. Y'all do know that Blue Blood is playing a role in this, right? The dude that owned Prime Black, if I'm not mistaken, is one of Blue Bloods. Shout out to Blue Blood, one of his homeboys, one of his business partners. This fight will be shown for approximately $40. And people say, oh, a $40 pay-per-view. But here's the thing. Terrence Crawford is going to make a lot of money off this fight. He probably would have made more. He probably going to make more off this fight than what he would have made fighting Errol Spence. Because keep in mind, they didn't want to open up the books. They wanted to try to say, we'll pay you based off net pay. Like I say, they could fuck around and end up giving Terrence Crawford $10. Y'all do know what net pay mean after taxes, all that kind of stuff. Now, here's the thing. This fight will be shown on an app/website. Guess what? They're cutting out the promoters, cutting out the networks. Terrence Crawford probably paid for the whole building. So Terrence Crawford is going to get the gate, which means ticket sales, probably going to get the parking, probably going to get the concession. And I think that arena holds 18,000 people. And then probably the undercard, Terrence Crawford going to use probably some local fighters. So he's going to do very well. He's going to make millions. And guess what? He working with a black business, a black-owned website streaming service. But keep in mind, Terrence Crawford is supposed to be a coon, right? According to some of these cornballs on here. Last time I checked, Blue Blood was black. I seen some of Blue Blood's kids, and Blue Blood got quite a bit of kids. And I'm not dissing my man Blue Blood, but I seen some of Blue Blood's kids. I seen, you know what I'm saying? So once again, y'all was talking that pro-black stuff. Isn't this doing a pro-black move? Were you cutting out the promoters, cutting out all the middlemen? Where the money going, most of the money going directly to you because you the headliner. But I thought Terrence Crawford was such a bad businessman. See how I'm dropping the mic on these clowns? Y'all easy work. That's a genius move. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do when people stalling you out. That's what you're supposed to do. While you have some people saying they a boss, Terrence Crawford made a boss move. He did it on his own. Seems business savvy to me. He working with a black-owned streaming service / website. But remember, he's such a coon. Remember, he don't mess with black. Remember, he don't mess with black people, according to Barbara Whole Conversation. And a few other people on here. So that narrative about Terrence Crawford being a coon and a Uncle Tom and all that stuff, debunked. And shout out to Blue Blood for putting this together. And Blue Blood gonna be attacked. He gonna be attacked. People gonna turn on Blue Blood because he basically dispelled and debunked the narrative by a certain group of people that was putting this out about Terrence Crawford, because now all their lies have been debunked. Remember how people were saying he wasn't a good businessman? You know, bunch of bald-headed, you know what I'm saying, dudes putting that out there. You know, the least attorney and a couple of other people. So now they look stupid. I like doing it. How many times I told y'all I like doing this to y'all? I like making fools out of y'all. And y'all made fools out of y'all self. Oh, I just dropped the mic on these dudes. So it don't matter what lie or what narrative they put out. You can look all this stuff up. Most of the money, if not all the damn money, is coming to Terrence Crawford. So how that isn't a G move? And he did it on his own. Cut everybody out. No promoter fees. No network fees. He probably didn't. He probably paid next to nothing for the building. Ticket sales, concession, parking. He gonna come out like a fat rat. And that joint gonna sell out. What is y'all talking about? This is what we supposed to be teaching our young brothers and sisters. That's a G move. All he did is just showed Errol Spence like, bro, I don't need you. Like, bro, you want to play these games, bro? I'm finna bust a move without you. While you sitting up here wondering when is your next fight and what network it's going to be on, I already got a plan. And it's good that Terrence Crawford had a plan B. It's good. He told them that he was going to fight before the end of the year. Like I said, y'all disregard what Floyd Mayweather said. He said it wasn't going to be no fight. So everything Floyd Mayweather been saying seemed to come to fruition. And like I said, if there isn't issues with the PBC and these networks, why is Floyd fighting on DAZN instead of Showtime? Ask that question, y'all. Let that sink in. Why is Floyd fighting on DAZN? Why is it so hard for y'all to grasp what's right before y'all eyes? Is it that difficult? Is y'all in denial that much about what's going on? Are y'all mesmerized by what's being told by some of these lying ass content creators? These lying ass YouTube channels? These lying ass boxers? Damn, man. It's like what Jamie Foxx said about meeting Prince. Did y'all look in the Errol Spence eyes or something? You can't see Al Heyman's eyes because Al Heyman don't never show up. You know, he doesn't come to fights no more due to the fact, rumor has it, that Al Heyman has several people trying to serve him with, papers. The PBC had so much potential. So much potential. But they weren't willing to take the necessary steps to succeed. You can't have always all the fighters. You have to do outside fights more. Remember, they didn't want to do Charlo versus Mugia because they didn't want to do a joint pay-per-view. So like I said before, you could save that pro-black stuff for real. Going in and one ear and out the other. Appreciate the donation, man. Appreciate it, bro. Bud did a G move on him. And I just dropped the mic on these clowns. See, I don't have to use a bunch of fancy words like a lot of these other people do. I get straight to the point. Transparency is equivalent. Because I want y'all to understand the words that are coming out my mouth. Once again, I hate to pat myself on the back, but I've been right the whole damn time. Like I said, these dudes is looking real stupid right now. Now, like I said, they gonna get up in the morning and push their lies. But we know the truth. Like I said, shout out to Bud, shout out to Blue Blood Sports for putting this thing together, because I'm the glue. Here it open, and I'm the, yeah. So, real talk. Man, the truth hurts, huh? Man, do y'all need a Band-Aid? The truth hurts. Like I said, y'all already know who these channels is. They gonna get up here, have they fake discussions, have they fake panels, lying, making up stuff like they always do. Don't have no real information. You know what I'm saying? I'm a journalist, whether I like it or not. That wasn't what I set out to be. I'm a credentialed media member. I talk to people. Like I said, it's more stuff that I know that I could have said that could have really made these dudes look bad. I mean, if the PBC doing so good and these fighters doing so good, why are you hearing about people losing their houses possibly and all this kind of stuff? Why would Adrian Broner say, man, we might be fighting on Twitter? Adrian Broner, a PBC fighter. Why did my correspondent talk to several fighters saying they don't know when it's their next fight? When they gonna get back in the ring? How much money they gonna make? So I'm just saying. I ain't trying to, like, for real. I don't got no bad data against the PBC, but I'm just stating facts. I'm putting out facts because that's what I'm supposed to do. So like I said, these dudes gonna get on here and start lying. These dudes is just laughable, man. This is like what Jamie Foxx said. They looked in Errol Spence eyes and stuff. You looked in Errol Spence's eyes, didn't you? Uh-huh. Mesmerized. I mean, and I'm trying to figure out mesmerized by what? I just laugh how these dudes act like whatever Errol Spence say is the gospel. Like it's fact. Well, where was his gospel? Where was his gospel at a couple of weeks ago? Where was all this stuff at when they was talking about opening up the books? Like I said, they've been jerking this dude around for months. And he finally said, all right, I'm finna show y'all. So Errol Spence, he can go do what he wanted to do in the first place. What he was going to do in the first place, which most of us was common sense knew what he was going to do. Go on and fight Keith Thurman, man. Go on and fight Keith Thurman in Cowboy Stadium. If y'all can get a network to even pick up the fight. Go on and fight him on February the 5th in Black History Month if you lucky. I'm just keeping it a buck. Y'all got to really see what was going on. Like I said, they got all the money in the world for Canelo. Like I said, Canelo came in there, took Caleb Plant's belt and ran his ass right back to the zone. Right back to the zone. Tell me that I'm lying. And like I keep saying before, I stand by what I say. I think if Canelo wouldn't have shelved himself for a year, I think they would have been trying heavily to put that fight together. Because like I said, Terrence Crawford was never part of the equation. I'm thinking about going there too. I'm thinking about going to Omaha too. I'm really thinking about it. I'm really thinking about going to Omaha. If not, I'll send my son. Cause I'm really thinking about going to Omaha. And that's just real. I have no idea where the hell Omaha, Nebraska is though, but first time for everything. I never thought I'd see the day where I said I'm going to Omaha, but okay. Closest I ever got to Omaha was hearing Peyton Manning in the huddle. Omaha, Omaha. And that's about it. That's about it. But it's finna be real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all finna hear all kind of capping today. Like I said, you know who these dudes is. Y'all finna hear all kind of capping. Oh, I told you. You gonna hear a whole bunch of country bumpkins and goofballs and you know what I'm saying. But the funny part about it is a lot of Texas people did turned on Errol Spence because they believe what most people are starting to believe with common sense, that they don't really want to fight. George Foreman's own brother, who was predicting Spence to beat Crawford, even he started saying, I don't know about dude. He don't seem that sure of himself. And this is Texas people saying this. I'm just glad Bud doing what's best for him, man. I'm glad Bud doing what's best for him. Hopefully he take his books and show it to Al Heyman, because now it's gonna cost him. Now it's gonna cost him. So Bud gonna make millions off of this. Because once again, you want him to do a blind contract with no guaranteed money. Now you heard he might have been guaranteed at least $5 million, but I heard it was no guaranteed money. So you just want him to sign a contract on blind faith and say, well, we'll give you your money after everything is sorted out, after we pay everybody. He'll end up like what happened with the USFL when they sued the NFL. I don't know if you guys remember. I'm gonna tell you this story now. A while back, they had this startup league called the USFL. It had people like Steve Young. Steve Young was there, a few other people, and it was competing directly with the NFL. Now, keep in mind, the USFL sued the NFL for basically running a monopoly, and the USFL won. But guess how much their settlement was? $1 damn. $1 damn. $1 damn. $1 damn. That's how much the USFL got in their lawsuit against the NFL that they won. So basically, they can do that to Terrence Crawford. They can say, okay, well, Terrence, look. And by them not showing him the books, they can sit up there and say, hey, well, this happened. We had to take care of this. We didn't do what we thought we would do. The pay-per-view numbers were down. The gate wasn't that good. So after we paid everybody, this is what we have left. And here is a check for $100. And Terrence Crawford would be a fool to accept a deal like that. He'd be a damn fool to accept a deal like that. And then you have all these, man, I'm trying to be respectful towards the Errol Spence fans, but because I almost said something that was fit to be real out of pocket. But then you have these dudes that'll sit up here questioning the man about the financials. But these is the same people that say he wasn't he wasn't doing this with Bob Arum. He wasn't taking care of business, but he was guaranteed 3 million per fight when he was with Top Rank. When you leave somebody to go somewhere else, you're supposed to be treated better, not worse. They treating them worse. You supposed to you got the number one pound for pound fighter on the planet, and you have an opportunity to do business with him, and you trying to tell him we'll pay you off net pay? Is you kidding me? But then you got these cornballs on here trying to make it look like you just like these dudes is laughable. They never want to bring that up. So nobody wants to tell the truth. Can somebody tell the damn? Oh, I forgot. There is somebody telling the truth. It's me. Like I said, the PBC could literally pay that dude $100 if they don't have to be forced to open up the books. I know about contract because I just did my union contract. Okay? I'm a Teamster. I ain't gonna say what local I'm with and all that kind of stuff, but I'm a Teamster. I've been a Teamster for years. We got a fair deal. I'll say that much. Could have been better, but we did get a fair deal. And yes, our job gave us the numbers, or at least the idea. Like I say, these dudes mad at a black man for trying to be business savvy. They saying they want to pay you off net pay, and you saying, okay, well, I'll take the net pay with no guarantee. Okay, just let me see the books. Nah, man, we ain't let you see the books. So like I said before, they could literally pay that man $100 damn. And then some of y'all will be okay with that, because y'all say that's all Bud is worth anyway. I mean, I mean the stupidity and and I mean the stupidity, and I hate to use that word, stupidity and blind faith and being just flat out gullible is just amazing. But then again, y'all the same people, you know what I'm saying? But some of y'all, this is the same people that think Joe Biden and politicians care about the black community. But y'all the same people that have an issue with Republicans being against reparations, but don't have a problem with Democrats being against reparations. It makes absolutely no damn sense, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It is what it is, and y'all just gonna have to accept the truth. Your boy Al Heyman don't give a damn about black people. He don't give a damn about the black community. He don't give a damn about making this fight. This for us. This was supposed to be for our culture. And like I said, I'm not gonna sit up here and cape for a man who don't even have the damn decency to even interact with me. Like I said, Al Heyman could have sorted all this stuff out, but he won't talk to us. And if you think I don't have an issue with that, yeah, I do have an issue with that. You know why? Because everybody else makes themselves available to the media. But all the damn time you hear these people barking this man's name. Thank you, Al Heyman. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he's some kind of god. I'm just saying. Just saying. And then you have people, and then you have these gullible morons. You know what? Some of y'all dudes are like what Ice Spice saying. Y'all are some munch Negroes. That's just real talk. Gullible as hell. Don't y'all get it that Al Heyman and Errol Spence is Jim Jones and y'all dudes? For real. And I ain't talked about the rapper Jim Jones. Y'all being treated like the real Jim Jones, like the real Noriega. You know, Noriega, the real Noriega. He owed me 100 favors. So yeah, y'all worship a man who don't even have the decency to address y'all, who think y'all beneath him. I'm just saying. And y'all fail for it too. You fail for it. You fail for it. Sorry that I'm too real for y'all. Sorry that I'm too real for y'all. Sorry that some of y'all can't handle the truth. This is Jack Nicholson right here, baby. But like I said, you know the line will begin in very shortly. You know the spin doctors are coming. What Terrence Crawford did was very smart. Cut out everybody. No managers. You know what I'm saying? No managers. No promoters. No networks. So he gonna get the bread. He gonna get the majority of the bread. I'm too real with this, man. I'm too real with this, man. I've been doing this for a long time now. Ever since I started covering boxing, being on the beat, being on the scene. Like I said, I found out a lot of stuff. Like I said, it's more stuff that I know that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not saying that could really make these dudes look bad. But for real, stop like letting some of these black dudes Jim Jones you. Y'all drinking the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all drinking the Kool-Aid. And it shouldn't, and it's poisoned. For real. You know? Snap out of it. I don't have no horse in the race, man. I'm not doing this because I'm on somebody's payroll. I'm not doing this because I'm trying to get in good with somebody. I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do. This is the right thing to do, and I'm gonna continue to do the right thing. Now, some of y'all gonna go to some of these other channels that's gonna be sitting up line, and they gonna talk a good game. But it's been the blame game with Terrence Crawford from the gate, but everything that got debunked now. So they gonna try to make up something. How long? Real talk. Let's be specific. Let's be honest. How long was y'all expecting Terrence Crawford to wait for these dudes to stop straddling the fence? Because like I said, I could put together a video trail that'll really make Errol Spence look bad. But that's okay. I know his cronies is going to, thumb down my video, whatever the case may be, and, flag it. But that's okay. Because I does this. And I'm real with it. I'm good at this. Real good. Oh, man. What's up, man? My boy here. Hey, y'all go subscribe to my homeboy, World Combat Sports. He just like me, man. Straight out that ATL, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Go subscribe to this channel. We need to get him to that 10,000 mark. Real talk. Good content, honest content, real journalism, unlike other people on here. Hey, but Scotty, in a minute, I'm finna end this. I'm gonna let you take over, man, because I've been cooking these fools. man. I done threw these fools on the grill. They burnt. They cremated. You know what I'm saying? Ashes. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Go subscribe to my boy World Combat Sports, man. Straight out that ATL, man. Straight out that ATL, man. That's who I was, you know what I'm saying? I was rolling when I was in the ATL, man, covering the Shakur Stevenson fight. So, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy, real talk. So if you want to hear some real content, some real good content, honest, real journalism. He just like me. He be putting in that real work. Y'all gonna get that real journalism here. So, like, for real, man, subscribe to my boy, World Combat Sports. Because like I say, we need to get him to that 10,000 mark. He close. We need to get him to that 10. He deserved to be up there with the big wigs. Like I say, he give y'all real journalism. But yeah, for real. I've enjoyed cooking these dudes. Like I said, what Terrence Crawford did was a G move. I'm gonna try to see. Can I go to Omaha and cover this fight? You know, that's just real talk. It's going down December the 10th. So like I said before, Terrence Crawford gave ample opportunity to the PBC and Errol Spence to give him a proper and fair deal. They refused to open up the books, and they just thought Terrence Crawford was going to sit up there and age out and wait by the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was all cap. They knew all along that Terrence Crawford was getting prepared for another fight. Now all of a sudden, oh man, we sent a revised offer. What you revised? It was a save face move. What you revised? Now all of a sudden they don't want to tell you what they revised, man. It was capped from the gate. For real. I don't bite my tongue. Bud finessed the fans. Oh, you mean Al Heyman, who been pulling y'all chain? Like I said, this is what I'm talking about. Another naive fan. Another naive fanboy who can't accept facts. You probably one of them dudes that think George Floyd was coming to. You probably one of them type of dudes that thought, well, if Trayvon Martin would have answered George Zimmerman's questions, nothing wouldn't have happened to him. You probably one of them kind of dudes, huh? I could just tell by how you talk because you clueless. I told you, man, I don't follow no scripts here, man. Like I said, I could put together a paper trail, man. You don't want me to put together a paper trail of stuff that came out Errol Spence's mouth, how he contradicted himself on a regular basis. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't from Texas, so I don't have to sit up there and suck up to Errol Spence. I'm from California, baby. East Oakland, California. Real talk. Bay Area. Some of y'all know it as the Yay area. So I ain't from Texas, so I don't have to sit up here and be, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to sit up there and comply, and I don't have to sit up there and be a Errol Spence nut hugger. That's for the birds. So if you on that type of tip, that's your problem. So if you want to hear that bull, and like I said before, it's people from Texas that's turned it on Errol Spence because he ain't been looking too good. Like I said, it don't take no damn 6 months to negotiate no damn fight. It only took Shakur Stevenson and like Oscar Valdez like maybe 2 or 3 weeks to figure out something. You mean to tell me you can't find no common ground within 5 months? Sound like a stall tactic to me. See what it was? They didn't think Bud was gonna pull a G move on them, a real boss move. Not none of this. I'm my own boss. Sure you are. Sure you are. Sure you are. That's why you changed your name from the truth to the big fish. Whatever the fuck that means. So, just saying, man. There you go, Mr. Stacks. That was part of package. That was part of one of the packages. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Canelo wouldn't have been out of commission, they would have been pushing hard for that. So, like I said before, February the 5th, more than likely, might be on the zone. Like I said, they ain't got no network. You might get Errol Spence making his 154 debut versus Keith Thurman, the fight that I told y'all for months was the fight that they really wanted to make. Oh, sorry. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss. Sorry about that, because I didn't understand what you. Yeah, Bud been making him eat crow. He remember y'all said he was a coon, but he doing a streaming deal with Blue Blood Sports and his business partner. Like I said last time I checked, Blue Blood was black. It looked black to me. I mean, he got. I ain't gonna say that. He got. I ain't gonna say that word, nappy hair. He got woolly hair. You know what I'm saying? I done seen some of his kids, so I mean, so, I can tell you right now, Blue Blood that made some enemies today. They like, damn. So once again, Terrence Crawford doing business with black men. But according to some of y'all, he was a sellout, a coon, a house nigga, and all that kind of stuff. He fighting in his hometown. He gonna sell 18,000 tickets. Like I said, he's gonna make millions off this deal. They probably charged him a player's price for the site fee. So like I said, he gonna get the gate. He could probably go get the concession. He'll probably get the parking. I mean, for real. And he go get a percentage of the pay-per-view, which, by the way, is gonna be sold for $40. Boy, do I miss them days where pay-per-views was $40. That was like in the mid 90s. Well, I mean, if you, hey, I'm thinking about going. I really am. Well, Mr. Stacks, if you want him to go, man, get him up out of here. That's what the riches is for. I mean, like I said, man, you can't talk logic to dummies, man. At the end of the day, man, like I said, he probably one of them dudes that thought George Zimmerman was in the right. He probably one of them people that, like I said before, he probably anti-reparations. The white man don't owe me nothing. The white man don't owe me nothing. I don't need no. Hey, he probably one of Jason Whitlock's biggest fans. Well, you know, slavery wasn't that bad. You know, when you think about it. Hey, what's up, man? It don't matter. It don't matter whether Terrence Crawford fight or nobody. He getting paid, and it's a tune-up fight. This is a two-up fight. He stayed active because we all know the PBC been trying to age him out. What's up? What's up, Timmy? I'm chilling, man. I'm like, well, one, what is he supposed to do, man? Is he supposed to sit on the couch, man? Like for real? What? Get a pot belly? That's probably what they trying to do. They trying to turn Bud into James the Grim Reaper Roper from the Great White Hype. Probably hope Terrence Crawford out there chasing ice cream trucks and stuff. I mean, come on, man. This thing went on long enough, man. He told them. I'm gonna put up. I'm gonna put up. I'm gonna put up a quote from Terrence Crawford. Anybody that think Terrence Crawford is ducking Errol Spence, man, just go to rehab, bro. For real, go to rehab, man. Or you know what I'm saying? Go get take hypnosis. Go get unhypnotized or something. Well, like I said, man, you can't explain logic to people that just in denial about what's happening. But anyway, I'm finna get up out of here, man. I gotta knock out these NBA videos. But thank y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Facts over lies all the time. Anyway, I'm out.